Professional packers know secrets that let them carry twice the stuff for half the price. These techniques turn airline baggage policies into your personal advantage system, the carry-on maximization game. Let's start with carry-on dimensions, because this is where most people leave money on the table. Airlines publish size limits, but they rarely enforce them strictly if your bag looks reasonable. The secret? Soft-sided luggage compresses during the sizing check, while hard cases maintain their exact dimensions. A soft bag that measures 23 by 15 by 10 inches when packed tight might compress to 22 by 14 by 9 inches when squeezed into the sizing box. But here's where it gets really interesting. Most gate agents don't carry measuring tapes. They eyeball your bag and make judgment calls. A bag that's slightly oversized but doesn't look obviously huge will usually pass inspection. The key is avoiding anything that screams, "I'm clearly too big," to casual observation. The personal item loophole is pure gold. Airlines allow a personal item in addition to your carry-on, but they're surprisingly vague about what qualifies. A large camera bag, oversized purse, or laptop backpack can hold almost as much as a small carry-on. Some travelers bring a small duffel bag as their personal item, and nobody questions it. Comment below, what's the largest personal item you've successfully brought on a plane? The clothing strategy revolution. Here's where smart packers separate themselves from amateurs. Wear your heaviest items instead of packing them. That winter coat, hiking boots, and thick sweater don't count toward baggage weight if you're wearing them. Yes, you'll look ridiculous walking through Miami airport in a parka, but you'll save $50 in overweight fees. The layering technique takes this further. Wear multiple shirts, 2 pairs of pants, and as many accessories as you can reasonably manage. Airport security might give you weird looks, but there's no rule against wearing excessive clothing. Just be prepared to remove layers during security screening. Cargo pants and jackets with multiple pockets become storage devices. Those photographer vests with dozens of pockets can hold batteries, chargers, toiletries, and small electronics. You're essentially wearing a second carry-on bag disguised as clothing. The weight distribution hack. Airlines weigh checked bags but rarely weigh carry-ons. This creates an obvious opportunity. Move your heaviest items from checked luggage to carry-on bags. Books, electronics, and dense items belong in your carry-on, where weight doesn't matter. The checked bag weight limit game requires strategic thinking. If your bag weighs 52 pounds and the limit is 50, removing a 3-pound item saves you a $100 overweight fee. Keep a small travel scale and redistribute items between bags to stay under limits. Here's a technique that airlines hate. If you're traveling with someone, use their unused weight allowance. One person's bag weighs 45 pounds, the other weighs 55. Redistribute items so both bags weigh exactly 50 pounds. You're using the same total weight allowance, just distributed differently. The multi-bag mastery. Checked bag fees often apply per bag, not per pound up to the limit. Sometimes bringing one 50-pound bag costs the same as bringing 2 25-pound bags. Check your airline's specific fee structure and optimize accordingly. The sports equipment loophole is barely known but incredibly valuable. Golf clubs, skis, and surfboards often have special baggage rules with different size and weight limits. A large duffel bag disguised as golf equipment might qualify for different treatment than regular luggage. Musical instrument policies create another opportunity. Guitars and other instruments often have special allowances. A guitar case can hold more than just a guitar if you're creative about packing around the instrument. The liquid and electronics game. The 3-1-1 liquid rule for carry-ons is strictly enforced, but checked bags have no liquid restrictions. However, here's what most people miss. The rule applies to containers, not total liquid volume. 10 3-ounce containers are legal, while one 4-ounce container isn't. Buy empty travel containers and fill them with exactly 3 ounces of your products. This maximizes your liquid allowance within the rules. Those tiny containers add up to significant volume when you use the full allowance. Electronics don't count toward liquid limits, so battery packs, phones, and tablets can supplement your carry-on space. Laptops must come out during security, but tablets and smaller devices can stay packed, making them convenient for filling odd spaces in your bag. The international flight advantages. International flights often have more generous baggage allowances than domestic flights. Sometimes it's cheaper to book an international ticket with a domestic connection than to pay overweight fees on a direct domestic flight. This sounds crazy, but airline pricing logic is often illogical. Drop a comment. Have you ever booked a longer route just to get better baggage allowances? The shipping alternative calculation. Before paying excessive baggage fees, calculate shipping costs. Sometimes mailing a box to your destination costs less than airline overweight charges. This works especially well for non-urgent items or longer stays where you can ship items ahead of your arrival. Ground shipping is cheapest but slowest. If you're staying somewhere for a week or more, shipping items ahead makes financial sense. Just make sure someone can receive the package or use a shipping store that holds packages. The airline-specific strategies. Each airline has different baggage policies and enforcement standards. Southwest allows 2 free checked bags, making them ideal for heavy packers. Spirit charges for everything but has predictable fees you can budget for. Know your airline's specific rules and plan accordingly. Some airlines are stricter about enforcement than others. Budget carriers tend to measure and weigh everything precisely because baggage fees are a major revenue source. Legacy carriers might be more lenient, especially for frequent flyers or passengers with elite status. The duty-free and airport shopping hack. Items purchased after security don't count toward your carry-on limits. That bottle of wine or box of chocolates from the duty-free shop can be carried in addition to your regular bags. This effectively gives you extra carrying capacity for last-minute shopping. Airport shops often have shipping services for large or fragile purchases. Buy that expensive bottle of whiskey duty-free and ship it home instead of carrying it. You get the duty-free price without the carrying hassle. The return trip strategy. Pack light on your outbound flight and leave room for return items. Souvenirs, gifts, and purchases made during your trip need to fit somewhere. Planning for return packing prevents last-minute overweight fees or frantic item shuffling at the airport. Consider leaving old clothing behind and buying new items at your destination. This frees up return packing space while giving you an excuse to update your wardrobe. The group travel coordination. When traveling with others, coordinate baggage strategies. One person brings extra toiletries, another handles electronics, someone else manages shared items. This prevents duplicate packing and maximizes group baggage allowances. Families can redistribute items among different bags to stay under individual weight limits while using the full group allowance. Children's bags often have the same weight limits as adult bags, but carry lighter items, creating opportunity for strategic redistribution. The status and card benefits. Airline credit cards and elite status provide baggage benefits that can save hundreds per year for frequent travelers. Free checked bags, priority handling, and increased weight allowances quickly offset annual fees for regular travelers. Some credit cards offer baggage fee reimbursements even without elite status. These benefits aren't always well publicized, but can provide significant value for travelers who regularly pay baggage fees. The key to maximizing your packing efficiency is understanding that airline baggage policies are complex systems with numerous exceptions and loopholes. Smart travelers learn these rules and use them strategically to carry more items while paying fewer fees. Remember that enforcement varies by airport, airline, and individual gate agents. What works at one location might not work everywhere, so always have backup plans and be prepared to adjust your strategy based on local conditions. These packing strategies turn airline fee structures into your advantage. Smart travelers use policy loopholes to carry more stuff for less money. Which technique will you try first? The clothing layering method or the personal item maximization? Hit that like button and subscribe for more travel money-saving tips.